Hey, it's Pete. It's time for some 92 Fleer Ultra. 92, that was my year. I first got into cards, but it was all about score. And you know what, looking back, they were so cheap looking because they were 33 cents a pack, but there's a lot of love with those cheap cards. Glenn Braggs. Cut off the bat. They cut off the bat. Steve Avery. The fourth of the big three. 18 wins. Nice. Julio Franco. Julio Franco had, well, he's probably still playing, over 4,000 professional hits. That is insane. It should count for something. Some of it was overseas. A lot of it was here. He kept coming back. I think he was 47 or 48 when he retired. Should count for more. Harold Reynolds, this is nice. Backhanding in the ball. Doesn't seem like the best way to catch it, but maybe that's the only way you could get there. I was just thinking, I hope I get a Dave Stieb. He was a guy I always thought of as just a guy. Had no concept of his cultural impact on Toronto, how long he was an ace, and that he came back for a year. Or less. I think it was less than that. It was barely anything. Hey, Hall of Famer. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Ryan Sandberg. Is it Ryan or Ryan? Or Rain? Just call him Rain. He's chill. Another Hall of Famer. Jeff Bagwell. That's a nice pose. I'm sure he just stopped and posed like that for the cameraman. Very, very generous of him. Dave Magadan, hitting coach extraordinaire, might be out of a job now. He bounced around a bunch, got a lot of blame for some of his jobs. Another Hall of Famer. Oh, that's beautiful. He looks like a hawk. Sharp edges and wings ready to just dive and throw one right at your teeth. Zane Smith. Delino DeShields. The man of the 1-for-1, Pedro for Delino. That's how Pedro got to the Expos, 1-for-1 trade. Whoops. Oh, no. Kevin Bass. Okay, here's one that either was on his way for the Hall of Fame or should have had some serious consideration. He's listed as a first baseman there, but really played all the corners. He was a utility guy. He could play anywhere. Got a lot of home runs. Great batting average. Career .302 hitter at this point. Could have been considered a Hall of Fame utility guy. He probably was the first, one of the earliest everyday utility guys. Although Zobrist he's the one who gets the award named after him, and justifiably. And John Smiley, always. It took me a while before I truly embraced being a Pirates fan, but always loved the Pirate pitchers. Always loved all of them, but I really fell in love in my 20s. Okie dokie. One more. I don't know. It's a good pack, but there's also a lot of players that I love out of there. Let's get another one. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Perhaps they cemented themselves shut over these years. Get this card out of the closet. Roberto Kelly. Ted Higuera. I've always been fascinated by him. I feel like he was just numbers wise, and I think I saw him on a day game. Yeah, career 337 ERA, 1,000 strikeouts. He seemed like an ace in the 80s that really carried the Brewers, but I don't know. He also drifted away. Rob Deere, the Pete Incaviglia of Rob Deere's. It's the doctor on The Simpsons, Greg Hibbard. Chris Hoyles. He's a real Hoyle in the lineup. Wee. Joe Hesketh. Do not confirm him. Do not confirm him. Reggie Jefferson. Reggie. Mike McFarland and two other guys stuck behind him. Chuck Knobloch, the Rookie of the Year. He threw a fastball at Keith Olbermann's mom. Hey, Ricky, don't call me Hendo Henderson. John Kruk. I may have had this exact pack the other day. Juan Samuel. Hal in the middle, Morris. And Dave Justice. I think I got that pack just the other day. But a nice pack. I think I even talked about, said exactly the same things, word for word, while I'm getting my practice in. Oh, I'll get it right one of these days. I'll get all my lines right. Okay, have a good one. Be nice to your pets and your mailman, and don't tip the milkman. They shouldn't be there. There's no such thing as milkmen anymore. You should know better.